Have you ever wondered what your dog is really thinking when it wags its tail? Or why your date keeps fidgeting during dinner? The secret language of body movements holds the key to understanding emotions across species. In this video, we'll dive into the fascinating world of nonverbal communication, exploring how humans and animals use subtle cues to express themselves without uttering a single word. From the raised eyebrows of surprise to the tail positions of wolves, we'll decode the universal signals that connect us all. You'll discover how evolution has shaped our gestures, learn to read micro-expressions that reveal hidden feelings, and even pick up tips to improve your own body language. By the end of this journey, you'll never look at a handshake or a cat's ear twitch the same way again. Get ready to unlock the power of silent speak and transform the way you interact with both humans and animals. Let's begin our exploration of the unspoken language that surrounds us every day. The origins of nonverbal communication can be traced back to prehistoric times, long before the development of spoken language. Body language emerged as a crucial means of communication among early hominids, with some signals being universally understood across cultures even today. Around 5 million years ago, our chimp-like ancestors in Africa began adapting to changing environmental conditions, leading to the evolution of bipedalism and increased brain size. The development of verbal language in humans is a more recent phenomenon. While the exact timeline is debated, some theories suggest that language emerged with anatomically modern Homo sapiens around 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. The lowering of the larynx in H. sapiens allowed for a greater variety of speech sounds, particularly vowel distinctions. However, alternative theories propose that neurological changes, rather than anatomical ones, were the primary drivers of language evolution. Despite the emergence of verbal language, animals have continued to rely heavily on nonverbal cues for communication. This is evident in the complex body language and vocalizations observed in various species. For instance, chimpanzees can produce at least 32 distinct sounds with specific meanings for humans. Additionally, a study has found that 30 bird species and 29 mammal species share similar patterns of pitch and speed in basic messages, allowing for interspecies understanding of emotions like aggression, fear, and submission. Eye contact and pupil dilation are powerful nonverbal cues across species. In humans, prolonged eye contact can signal interest, dominance, or aggression, while pupil dilation often indicates emotional arousal or attraction. Many animals use direct eye contact as a threat, while avoiding it can be a sign of submission or fear. Head posture conveys important information about an individual's emotional state and intentions. A raised head typically indicates confidence or alertness, while a lowered head may suggest submission or depression. In many animals, head position is crucial for displaying dominance hierarchies or readiness for social interaction. Ear position is particularly significant in animals with mobile ears. Erect, forward-facing ears often indicate attention or interest, while flattened ears against the head can signal fear or aggression. Even in humans, subtle movements of the ears can be involuntary responses to emotional stimuli. Body stance provides immediate insight into an individual's emotional state and intentions. An open, relaxed posture generally indicates comfort and receptiveness, while a closed, tense stance may suggest defensiveness or anxiety. In animals, body posture is often used to communicate dominance, submission, or readiness for action. Facial expressions are perhaps the most nuanced form of nonverbal communication, especially in primates. Humans can produce and recognize a wide range of facial expressions that convey complex emotions. Many animals also use facial expressions, though often in more subtle ways, to communicate with conspecifics and even across species. Tail carriage and movement in animals serve as important indicators of mood and intention. A wagging tail in dogs often indicates friendliness, though the speed and direction of the wag can convey different meanings. In cats, a tail held high usually signals confidence, while a lower tucked tail may indicate fear or submission. Even in species like horses, tail position can provide valuable information about their emotional state. Facial expressions and micro-expressions are crucial components of human body language. There are 7 universal facial expressions: surprise, anger, fear, disgust, contempt, happiness, and sadness. Micro-expressions are brief, involuntary facial movements that last only 1/25 of a second, revealing a person's true emotions even when they try to conceal them. These fleeting expressions can be particularly useful for detecting deception and understanding hidden feelings. Gestures and their meanings vary widely across cultures but can include hand movements, head nods, and body positioning. For example, the OK sign made with the thumb and forefinger is commonly used in the UK and US to signal agreement, but in some cultures, it's considered offensive. Understanding these differences is crucial for effective cross-cultural communication. Cultural differences significantly impact nonverbal communication, including eye contact, touch, and personal space preferences. For instance, direct eye contact is a sign of respect in some cultures but can be seen as confrontational in others. Contact cultures, such as those in South America and Southern Europe, tend to be more comfortable with touch and closer interpersonal distances, while non-contact cultures in Northern Europe and Southeast Asia prefer more personal space. Awareness of these differences is essential for avoiding misunderstandings in intercultural interactions. Wolves use intricate facial expressions to communicate within their pack, particularly during play and aggressive interactions. A recent study revealed that wolves have 5 distinct facial expressions to convey different levels of playfulness and aggression. During playful interactions, wolves open their mouths and relax their lips, while in more intense situations, they pull back their lips, reveal their gums, and narrow their eyes. In extreme aggression, wolves display a light spot on the top of their gums, serving as a warning signal. These nuanced expressions help maintain pack cohesion and prevent misunderstandings during social interactions. Chimpanzees possess a complex gesture system that allows them to communicate sophisticated information. In a groundbreaking experiment, chimpanzees demonstrated the ability to use varied gestures to guide humans to hidden food locations. The study showed that chimpanzees can combine memory, spatial awareness, and intentional communication to convey specific information. They persistently altered and adapted their gestures to ensure the human understood, showcasing a high level of cognitive flexibility and intentionality in their communication. Domestic animals like cats and dogs have developed distinct body language cues that owners can learn to interpret. Dogs express happiness through a relaxed body, high head carriage, and enthusiastic tail wagging. When nervous, they may crouch, tuck their tail, or flatten their ears. Cats communicate contentment with a relaxed posture, erect ears, and a high tail, while fear is shown through a lowered body and flattened ears. Both species display clear signs of aggression, such as raised hackles in dogs or a swishing tail and bristling whiskers in cats. Birds use various territorial displays to defend their chosen areas. These displays often involve vocalizations, such as loud calls or distinctive songs, to establish and mark their territory. Visual displays are also common, with birds showcasing colorful feathers, performing courtship rituals, or engaging in aggressive posturing. Some species patrol the boundaries of their territories as a physical demonstration of ownership. These behaviors are crucial for securing breeding sites, food resources, and safe nesting locations in competitive environments. Animals communicate with humans through various methods, often adapting their natural behaviors to interact with us. Dogs, for instance, have developed a unique ability to understand human pointing gestures and facial expressions, a skill not found in their wild counterparts. Cats use vocalizations like meowing primarily when interacting with humans, as adult cats rarely meow to each other. These adaptations demonstrate how domesticated animals have evolved to better communicate with their human companions. Context plays a crucial role in understanding animal signals, as the same behavior can have different meanings depending on the situation. For instance, a dog's growl during play has a different significance than a growl when feeling threatened. Similarly, a cat's purr usually indicates contentment, but in some contexts, it can be a sign of stress or pain. Understanding the environmental factors, social dynamics, and individual animals' history is essential for accurately interpreting their signals. Traditional observation methods for decoding animal body language have relied on careful, time-consuming human observations. Researchers would spend hours watching animals in their natural habitats or in controlled environments, meticulously documenting behaviors, postures, and facial expressions. This approach, while valuable, was limited by human perception and the potential for observer bias. Modern AI approaches, particularly the superanimal model, have revolutionized the field of animal behavior analysis. Developed by researchers at EPFL in Lausanne, SuperAnimal is a deep learning framework capable of automatically detecting and analyzing animal motion across over 45 species. This AI model can identify key points such as joints without human assistance, making the process of behavioral analysis up to 100 times faster than traditional methods. Improving human-animal relationships has been significantly enhanced by recent advancements in understanding animal body language and cognition. The development of the Qualitative Behavioral Assessment (QBA) method allows for a more nuanced interpretation of animal emotions, including positive states like happiness. This approach, now available as a mobile app, enables pet owners, farmers, and veterinarians to better assess and respond to animals' emotional needs, fostering stronger bonds and more effective care. As we conclude our exploration of silent speak, remember that every gesture, facial expression, and body movement tells a story. Whether you're interacting with a colleague, a pet, or a stranger, pause and observe. The unspoken language around us is rich, complex, and waiting to be understood. The journey of decoding body language is ongoing, and each of us has the potential to become a more skilled interpreter of these universal signals. Stay curious, stay observant, and let the silent conversation continue.